So Netflix did a bit of an oopsie and revealed that a brand new Sonic cartoon will be coming to the platform in 2022. What do we know about it so far and what can we expect from it? Let's discuss right now.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
Hello there beautiful human, my name is RidersDX and welcome to my channel where today we're discussing some really exciting Sonic the Hedgehog news that kind of personally tickles my innermost feelings. I don't know how to word this any better, but there we go. So before we dive into it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos on news updates and discussions regarding Sonic the Hedgehog. Diving into the news, we got this tweet directly from the Netflix official Twitter account that basically revealed the existence of a Sonic themed Netflix show. So here's what the tweet said. Rings, check. Sneakers, check. Speed, Sonic. Sega's legendary video game icon Sonic the Hedgehog races onto Netflix in a new 3D animated series from Sega, Wild Brain HQ, and Man of Action Entertainment premiering in 2022. And then we got the Netflix logo right next to Sonic's silhouette. So this is pretty exciting. I know that ever since Sonic Boom left, people have been wondering if a brand new Sonic show was coming anytime soon, and it looks like we finally got our answer, and we do indeed have a brand new Sonic series coming to us in the next couple years or so. However, this tweet was not meant to be posted apparently, as very quickly afterwards the tweet was removed and we've heard nothing about the show since. And so 2022 is a bit of a long time away, so it makes sense that it was not supposed to be reviewed by now. It might have been supposed to be one of the surprise announcements that we were going to get about Sonic's 30th anniversary, but now we know of its existence, so now we can talk about it. And so there's a few little bits of piece of information that were reviewed here in this tweet that I do want to talk about. So first off, it is a 3D animated series, similar to how Sonic Boom was. I'm a little bit mixed about this, to be honest. While I think 3D animation works with Sonic pretty naturally due to how he's basically a 3D franchise now, I do think it would have been nice to have a 2D animated series, you know? I would have loved to see the animation styles of Tyson Hesse in particular, you know, those cartoons that the Sonic YouTube channel releases every now and then. I would have loved to see an entire franchise made within that style because it's such a gorgeous style. I love it so much, and yeah, I just think it would make a really charming show, but they're going 3D again with this one, so we'll just have to see how it turns out. I will say though, if you look at the modern Sonic silhouette in the Netflix image, it shows that this will probably be more faithful to Sonic's main design, as it looks very similar to modern Sonic, unlike Sonic Boom where they slightly redesigned the characters, some more than others. I think this is a good thing. If there's anything that the Sonic franchise needs at the moment, it's definitely more consistency in its image and what it portrays. And so keeping the look consistent with how Sonic looks in the games is a good idea in my opinion. And if they decide to connect this show to the story of the games, I think that'll be really interesting as well, because we've always had shows that operated separately from the game's storylines. And so if this potentially means that this story is going to relate directly to the Sonic games, then I think that'll be really interesting to see. Now, if we take a look at the companies behind this show, the first name that we see is Wild Brain HQ. I never heard of Wild Brain before this post, and so I looked a little bit into them, and they actually own a lot of different TV shows of recent years. All of them animations, all of them aimed mainly at kids. A couple shows I did recognize from their catalog includes Mega Man Fully Charged, and a show that's become a really big thing in my life right now. It's Carmen Sandiego. I've been watching this non-stop on Netflix and I absolutely love it. A quick summary of the show is that it's basically about this person who was raised as a thief in a community of thieves, but basically grows up to renounce her ways and fights to bring that community down because stealing is wrong, basically. So to me, watching the show, it kind of reminds me of like a modern Kim Possible actually. Carmen shares a lot of similarities to Kim, and the show has an overarching plot that connects all the episodes together, and so it makes it the perfect mix for a Netflix series, and I'm very much in love with it. The other company listed here is Man of Action Entertainment, and you'll definitely recognize a lot of names that are associated with this company. Ben 10 is the biggest one in my opinion. They're basically responsible for the entire Ben 10 franchise. They've also made shows such as Generator Rex, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Marvel's Avengers Assemble. And so what these shows to me have in common is that they're all very action oriented, but with that child-friendly comedy atmosphere. And so it sounds like something that fits very, very closely to what Sonic was. It leads me to believe that we might get a similar show to Sonic X, which was also a very action-oriented show, but also had that child-friendly atmosphere to it with those comedic elements. The nature of many Netflix shows as well is that they have an overarching storyline that connects all the episodes together, which I really do hope is what they do with this show. I like Sonic Boom's procedural-like style, and it made it so you could jump into any episode, but I think if you're gonna have this show on Netflix, then it's a great opportunity to connect all the episodes together because people are able to watch any episode any time of the day whenever they're able to. And so why not go for a more complex story that connects everything together? That way you have more time to develop a story, develop the characters, and truly tell something that's interesting. Sonic being a very complex franchise and having so many things that you could look into, such as the lore of Chaos Emeralds, the origin of Super Sonic, diving into all the character backstories, I think this is a format that could really benefit the Sonic franchise and something that I sort of missed from Sonic Boom. There's not much more that we can glean from these details. I think we have a good idea of what the tone of the show would be like and what we can expect, but obviously we don't have any actual concrete details of what the show would be like yet, and we're gonna need to wait a little bit before we get that. And so in the meantime, I have some thoughts as to what I would love to see in this show, and I've already touched upon a couple things, but I did mention that the tone of the show will likely be very kid friendly, having that action oriented feel to it, but also a lot of comedic things, and I think that's a good direction for Sonic. But I would like this show to go for a slightly more broader appealing tone if possible. So a couple examples I can think of is Avatar: The Last Airbender, which has been my obsession recently. I've also loved Samurai Jack, especially the final season of it, and Troll Hunters is another show that I've been very, very into. So something that connects all these shows together for me is that they do have that action oriented tone to them. They also have the overarching plot that connects all the episodes together, and it's not just something that changes season to season, it's something that connects throughout the entire show, so you can truly see these characters grow from the very beginning all the way to the end. And I would love to see that kind of growth happen in a Sonic show as well. These shows also do a really good job of appealing to a wider audience because even though they still keep that child-friendly tone, there are some heavier subjects that these shows tackle, such as death, political tensions, loss, and so much more. I think Avatar especially is a shining example of how you can take some really dark topics and turn them into something that kids can understand, while adults can watch it and still get a lot out of it. I watched Avatar for the very first time this past year, and I'm 26 years old, so I know that I'm really late to the party, but it just shows like how great the show is and how it's able to connect to so many different peoples of different ages and groups and races. And I just think having a Sonic show that does that would be so awesome. Based off of the companies that are making this show, I can't really see that being the thing, but if they want to strive for that or even have this be something to keep in mind for a future Sonic project, then I would be totally for it. And I think Sonic has dived into this territory very well before, and that is the adventure games. And so I think the adventure games definitely lean towards more the child-friendly side, but they still had a lot of things that adults could definitely appreciate. I don't know if this is my nostalgic mind talking, but I love the themes that Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 tackle, such as with Sonic Adventure, how Chaos became this really angry creature that wanted to do nothing but instill destruction over the world because of everything that the world does to make the world miserable. But you can't fight fire with fire and expect it to go out. Chaos needed a change of heart to truly learn that in order to have love in this world, someone has to give it first. And that's what he decided to do, and that's what Sonic Adventure ultimately concluded into. With Sonic Adventure 2, we saw Shadow and how he had this intense hatred for the planet Earth and how he thought that he was supposed to inflict total destruction in the world because of what they did to Maria and Dr. General Robotnik. But of course, he has that revelation in the end that you can't fight hate with hate, and that not everyone deserves to perish like that, and we should do everything we can to protect the people of this world and give as much love as we can into it, because that ultimately is what's going to help this world heal and become a better place. And I would love this show to just tackle things like that, just tackle deeper messages that can teach kids and adults something about the world. And I think Sonic has every ounce of potential to do this, and so I don't want them to go into the show thinking, oh, this has got to be a kid's show, it's got to appeal directly to kids. It can appeal to a wider audience, and I really do hope that they look into that, because I think Sonic is the perfect franchise for this, and it's just the kind of storytelling that I've been dying for from this franchise for a very long time. But that's basically my thoughts about this entire topic, so let me know, are you excited for this show? What do you want to see come from it? Are you liking the direction that the show is probably going to take, or do you want to see a completely different direction for this show? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section, and just yeah, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to this channel for more Sonic news, updates, and discussions. But alright y'all, this is Riders, riding out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Special shout out to the Nerd Corner, Killer Lemurs, Team Ride with Sonic Gamers, Johnny Hinton Ortiz, Doomslayer, Jeremy Games, Trash Q, Abraham Muter, and Mass Muter. These are my patrons / YouTube members. If you'd like to become a patron or YouTube member and get access to a whole bunch of different perks, then please check out the links in the description box below. But alright, this is Riders, riding out.